The scent of nostalgia hung heavy in the air as I sifted through the relics of my past. The dusty boxes in the attic held memories, both bitter and sweet, from the era of the bubble economy. It was a time when fortunes were made and lost, and I played the game with a skill that belied my unassuming exterior. As I unraveled the layers of the past, I stumbled upon the old stock certificates and investment portfolios that had been my allies during those heady days. My financial revelation wasn't just a result of luck. It was a carefully crafted strategy that had weathered the storms of economic turbulence. Lucas, a figure intertwined with those memories, had been my confidant during those tumultuous times. Lucas's voice echoed in my mind as I traced the lines of the faded documents. "Carla, these investments are your ticket to a secure future. Trust me, the winds of change will favor those who can read the signs." I chuckled at the memory of his charismatic confidence, a stark contrast to my cautious demeanor. Our conversations were a dance of intellect and intuition, a duet that played out in the boardrooms and back alleys of a city intoxicated by financial fervor. In the present, Lucas re-entered my life, stirring the embers of the past. He stood in the doorway of my attic retreat, a wistful smile playing on his lips. "Carla, do you remember the days when we danced with the shadows of uncertainty? Those were the days that shaped us." I met his gaze, acknowledging the shared history that bound us. "Indeed, Lucas. But shadows have a way of lingering, don't they? They cast doubts and questions, and I find myself standing at the intersection of then and now, trying to make sense of it all." Lucas stepped closer, his eyes reflecting the passage of time. "Carla, our story isn't confined to the pages of history. It's a living narrative, and we have the power to write its next chapters." As the shadows deepened in the attic, I pondered the implications of his words. The past was a tapestry woven with both brilliance and obscurity, and Lucas's unexpected reappearance hinted at threads yet to be untangled. The dance with shadows was far from over, and I found myself reluctantly pulled into the rhythm of a narrative that refused to remain confined to the recesses of memory. The cavernous halls of our home echoed with emptiness after Justin's departure. The once familiar spaces seemed foreign, and the weight of an unexpected wealth hung in the air like a heavy tapestry. As I navigated this uncharted territory, my role as a mother evolved into a guardian of not just love, but also of prosperity. In the solitude of my thoughts, I retreated to the small study where Justin and I had once planned for a future that now unfolded in ways I could not have foreseen. The walls bore witness to whispered dreams and shared laughter, but they also harbored the specter of a burden I had never expected to carry. Jasper, my son, became the focal point of my newfound responsibilities. His future, once shrouded in the ordinary ambitions of youth, now bore the weight of financial expectations. The legacy left by Justin's untimely departure was a bittersweet inheritance that demanded careful stewardship. I sighed as I recalled the conversations with my son during those early days. "Jasper, your father wanted you to have the best life possible. This wealth isn't just about opulence. It's a safety net, a testament to his love for you." Jasper, still grappling with the grief of losing his father, looked at me with a mix of gratitude and uncertainty. "But Mom, I don't want our lives to change. I miss Dad, and I just want things to go back to normal." I reassured him with a comforting touch. "I understand, sweetheart, but this is our new normal. I want you to focus on your dreams and aspirations without the burden of financial worry. That's what your father would have wanted." As the years passed, my part-time job became both a necessity and a choice. It wasn't just about maintaining appearances. It was a conscious decision to instill in Jasper the value of hard work and perseverance. Our lifestyle remained comfortable but not extravagant, a deliberate choice to shield him from the trappings of wealth that could easily overshadow the lessons Justin and I had hoped to impart. In the quiet moments when the house settled into a hushed lull, I often found myself pondering the delicate balance between providing for Jasper's future and preserving the simplicity that defined our family. The burden of wealth, unexpectedly thrust upon me, became a complex tapestry of love, responsibility, and the enduring struggle to ensure that Jasper's journey through life remained untainted by the shadows of financial privilege. The revelation of my hidden wealth had cast a disquieting shadow over the once tranquil waters of family life. What had been carefully concealed now lay exposed, and the repercussions rippled through the fabric of our relationships. The delicate balance between truth and fiction became a precarious tightrope, and I found myself navigating the treacherous terrain of deceptive facades. Jasper, now an independent man with a family of his own, appeared to play a role in a carefully scripted drama. As I observed him interacting with his wife, Deborah, the air crackled with unspoken tension. It was a tension born of assumptions, misunderstandings, and the artful construction of facades that masked the complexities of our financial reality. In a quiet moment, I confronted Jasper about the web of half-truths woven around our wealth. "Jasper, why are you hiding the truth from Deborah? She deserves to know about our financial situation. It's causing unnecessary strain." Jasper shifted uncomfortably in his chair, avoiding eye contact. "Mom, I know you're doing this for us, but Deborah has certain expectations." I wanted to shield her from the complexities, protect her from the judgments that might come with knowing our true financial status. I sighed, recognizing the sincerity in his words, but also sensing the fragility of the facades he had constructed. "Jasper, honesty is the foundation of trust. Deception, even with good intentions, erodes the very bonds that hold relationships together. We need to address this before it becomes a wedge between you and Deborah." The revelation to Deborah, however, was met with disbelief and resentment. As the truth unfurled, so did the conflict. Deborah's voice, a mixture of anger and hurt, reverberated through the walls of our home. "Jasper, how could you keep such a significant part of your life hidden from me? Do you think so little of our partnership that you felt the need to deceive me?" Jasper, in a futile attempt to ease the tension, responded, "Deb, I thought I was protecting us from judgment and expectations. I wanted us to live a normal life without the burden of wealth overshadowing our happiness." Deborah's eyes welled with tears as the realization set in. "Jasper, our happiness isn't rooted in our financial status. It's in the honesty we share, the trust we build. Keeping secrets only undermines the foundation of our marriage." As the confrontation unfolded, the facades crumbled, exposing the vulnerabilities beneath. The air hung heavy with the weight of unspoken truths and shattered illusions. In that moment, the family dynamics stood at a crossroads, poised for either reconciliation or further unraveling. The familial bonds that once held the foundation of Jasper's marriage were strained to the point of fracture. The undercurrents of financial challenges and undisclosed wealth had finally reached a breaking point, forcing Jasper and Deborah to confront the stark realities that had been lurking beneath the surface. Tensions escalated as the strains in their marriage became more pronounced. I found myself caught in the crossfire, torn between the desire to help my son and the realization that my hidden wealth had become a catalyst for discord rather than security. One evening, as the air crackled with unspoken words, I sat down with Jasper and Deborah in a bid to mend the rift. "We can't let this tear you apart. The wealth was meant to provide for stability, not sow seeds of discord. We need to find a way to move forward as a family," I implored, attempting to bridge the gap. Jasper's frustration spilled over as he vented, "Mom, you don't understand. Deborah feels betrayed, and I can't blame her. I thought I was protecting her, but it's tearing us apart." Deborah, her eyes mirroring a mix of hurt and anger, retorted, "Jasper, marriage is built on trust. If you can't be transparent with me about something as significant as our financial situation, how can I trust you with our future? The breaking point was a culmination of unresolved conflicts, unmet expectations, and the revelation of a truth that had festered in the shadows for too long. As the strained dialogues echoed through the walls, the realization set in that their marriage faced a critical juncture. Jasper, grappling with the impending fracture, admitted, "Maybe we rushed into this without truly understanding what it means to build a life together. The financial strain has exposed the fault lines, and I don't know if we can repair them." Deborah, wiping away tears, replied with a mix of sadness and determination, "Jasper, I love you, but love alone isn't enough. We need honesty and openness. If we can't find a way to communicate, I don't know if we have a future together." The breaking point laid bare the vulnerabilities within their marriage, and as I watched them navigate the storm, I couldn't help but feel a profound sense of responsibility. The struggle for financial stability had inadvertently become a catalyst for an existential crisis, challenging the very core of Jasper and Deborah's relationship. The chapter ended with the family at a crossroads, poised on the precipice of either reconciliation or a heartbreaking separation. Lucas, a figure from my past entwined with the echoes of the bubble economy era, emerged like a phantom from the shadows of memory. His unexpected proposal cast a surreal light on the complex tapestry of our shared history. As we stood on the precipice of a new chapter, the air thickened with unspoken sentiments and the weight of unexplored possibilities. Lucas, his eyes carrying the weight of decades, broke the silence with a soft yet confident voice. "Carla, life has a way of circling back to where it began. The winds of time have blown us together again, and I find myself standing here with a question that has lingered in the shadows for far too long." I met his gaze, my own eyes reflecting the complexity of emotions I had long buried. "Lucas, our past is a tapestry woven with both triumphs and regrets. What is it that you seek in this moment after all these years?" His response was measured. "Carla, your support during those tumultuous times shaped not just my financial future, but also my understanding of companionship. I propose not just a partnership, but a journey into the uncharted territories of our later years. Life is too short to let shadows dictate our choices." The proposal hovered in the air, a delicate dance between the past and the present. I hesitated, contemplating the implications of stepping into a new chapter with a figure from my history. "Lucas, the shadows of the past carry both light and darkness. Are we prepared to confront what lies in those shadows and build something that transcends the confines of nostalgia?" He nodded, a knowing smile playing on his lips. "Carla, our story isn't defined by the shadows alone. It's an evolving narrative, and I believe that the later years can be a canvas for a different kind of companionship, one born of shared history and the wisdom that comes with time." As the shadows deepened around us, I felt a tug of familiarity and a whisper of possibility. The proposal hinted at a connection that went beyond the conventional boundaries of romance, and I grappled with the prospect of rewriting my narrative in the twilight of life. The echoes of our shared history resonated in the silence, leaving the chapter hanging in suspense. The proposal in the shadows had set the stage for a decision that would redefine not just my future, but also the contours of a connection that had weathered the passage of time. The aftermath of Lucas's proposal sent ripples through the carefully constructed illusions that had shielded me from the raw truths of my past. As the shadows of nostalgia began to dissipate, the shards of shattered illusions lay scattered, revealing the intricacies of a history I had long sought to keep buried. Confronting the consequences of that proposal, I found myself navigating a landscape of emotions, regret, longing, and the weight of unfulfilled possibilities. The illusions that had cloaked my past actions and decisions began to crumble, leaving me exposed to the harsh light of self-reflection. In a candid conversation with Lucas, I voiced the internal turmoil that swirled within me. Lucas, our past is a mosaic of triumphs and mistakes. Your proposal has shattered the illusions I carefully built around the choices I made during the bubble economy. Can we truly confront the reality of our shared history and build something meaningful? Lucas, his gaze unwavering, responded with a gentle understanding. Carla, illusions may offer temporary comfort, but they cannot sustain a genuine connection. Let's acknowledge our past with all its complexities and embark on a journey that transcends the confines of illusions. The dialogue with Lucas became a pivotal moment, but the revelations extended beyond our personal connection. As I grappled with the fallout, I found myself drawn into a conversation with Jasper, my son, who had been witness to the unveiling of family secrets. Jasper, his voice tinged with a mix of confusion and frustration, questioned, "Mom, why did you keep the truth hidden for so long? I thought I knew you, but now I feel like I've been living in a world of illusions. What else have you been hiding?" I took a deep breath, aware of the impact of my actions on those I loved. Jasper, the illusions were a shield, a misguided attempt to protect you from the complexities of our financial history. I see now that it was a mistake, and I'm sorry for the pain it has caused. As the shattered illusions reverberated through the family dynamics, I realized the profound impact of unveiling the truth. The dialogue continued with Deborah, Jasper's wife, who had been thrust into the maelstrom of revelations. Deborah, her expression a mixture of hurt and understanding, said, "Carla, I may not fully grasp the intricacies of your past, but honesty is the foundation of trust. Illusions only breed confusion and mistrust. We need to rebuild from a place of transparency." The chapter unfolded as a narrative of self-discovery and the dismantling of illusions that had long defined my relationships. The shattered fragments paved the way for a more authentic understanding of the past, forcing me to confront not only the consequences of my actions, but also the potential for genuine connection in the aftermath of truth. In the aftermath of shattered illusions, redemption became a beacon in the storm, offering a path toward healing and understanding. The chapter unfolded as a canvas on which the art of redemption was painted, layer by layer, revealing the transformative power of forgiveness and the possibility of rebuilding fractured relationships. In a heartfelt conversation with Lucas, the echoes of our shared history resonated in the quiet moments. Lucas, redemption requires confronting our past and acknowledging the mistakes we made. Can we navigate the complexities of our history and find a way to move forward without repeating the patterns of the past? Lucas, his eyes reflecting a mix of regret and determination, responded, "Carla, redemption is a joint venture. We must not only confront our past, but actively work towards building a future that transcends the shadows. Let our shared journey be a testament to growth and resilience." As the dialogue with Lucas set the stage for personal redemption, I also sought reconciliation with Jasper, my son, who had been burdened by the weight of family secrets. Jasper, his voice tinged with a mix of hurt and longing, expressed, "Mom, I need to understand why you chose to hide the truth. Our relationship has been built on trust, and I feel like that trust has been shattered. Can we find a way back to a place of understanding?" I nodded, acknowledging the gravity of my actions. Jasper, redemption begins with owning our mistakes. I hid the truth out of a misguided attempt to protect you, but I see now that honesty is the foundation of trust. I hope with time we can rebuild what was fractured. The art of redemption extended to my relationship with Deborah, Jasper's wife, whose world had been upended by the revelations. Deborah, her gaze unwavering, remarked, "Carla, redemption isn't just about admitting mistakes. It's about actively working towards rebuilding trust. I want to believe in the possibility of a renewed connection, but actions will speak louder than words." As I embarked on the journey of redemption, the chapter unfolded with moments of vulnerability, forgiveness, and the deliberate effort to mend what had been broken. It explored the intricate dance of rebuilding relationships, acknowledging the scars of the past while embracing the potential for growth and renewal. The art of redemption became a guiding principle, leading the characters through a landscape of introspection and reconciliation. As the chapter unfolded, the characters grappled with the complexities of forgiveness, paving the way for a future defined by the transformative power of redemption. In the wake of redemption, the final chapter unfurled as a canvas for a new beginning, a chapter that would define the characters' futures and lay the groundwork for a life reshaped by honesty, forgiveness, and the wisdom gained from the trials of the past. Carla, the protagonist, found herself at the crossroads of possibility. In a reflective moment with Lucas, she voiced the apprehensions that lingered in the air. Lucas, a new beginning is both liberating and daunting. Can we truly navigate the uncharted territories ahead, armed with the lessons of the past? Lucas, his gaze unwavering, responded with a quiet assurance, "Carla, every new beginning requires courage. Let our shared history be the anchor that steadies us, and our commitment to growth be the compass that guides us into the future." The dialogue between Carla and Lucas set the tone for the exploration of a connection that transcended the confines of nostalgia, emphasizing the potential for a new chapter filled with shared understanding and mutual support. Meanwhile, Jasper and Deborah, the younger generation navigating the aftermath of family revelations, engaged in their own dialogue about forging a new beginning. Jasper, extending an olive branch, admitted, "Deb, the past has been tumultuous, but I want us to build a future based on transparency and trust. Can we start anew, leaving behind the shadows that haunted our relationship?" Deborah, her eyes reflecting a mix of caution and hope, replied, "Jasper, a new beginning requires a commitment to openness and understanding. Let's navigate this journey together, learning from the mistakes of the past and actively shaping our shared future." As the family dynamics underwent a transformation, the final chapter explored the nuances of rebuilding relationships and the delicate dance of forging connections unencumbered by the weight of secrecy. The chapter also delved into Carla's renewed relationship with her son Jasper. In a poignant moment, she expressed, "Jasper, the path to a new beginning is paved with sincerity and understanding. I hope that, in time, we can rebuild what was strained and emerge stronger as a family." Jasper, with a newfound sense of resolve, responded, "Mom, I want our family to thrive, not just survive. Let's embrace this new beginning and work towards a future that honors both our individual journeys and the collective strength of our bonds." As the characters embraced the opportunities presented by a new beginning, the chapter unfolded with a sense of optimism and the promise of growth. The narrative concluded with the characters stepping into the uncharted territories of their futures, armed with the wisdom gained from the past and a shared commitment to shaping a life defined by authenticity, forgiveness, and the enduring power of familial ties.